What's up guys, TC here and welcome back to Starbound Custom Creations, and today we are going to take a break from the monsters to get back to our roots and look at some brand new, not really weapons. I would consider these more like recreations of the old school tech. So these things are very interesting. These are not like the normal weapons I make. In fact, they're not really weapons at all. So what I've done is I've kind of retextured a sprite, sort of, I made it as invisible as I could, because what I wanted was some basically a way to like kind of power up your character temporarily. And so you'll see here, all of these are one-handed, which is good because that means you can, dual wield them with other things. So I think that opens up a lot of combat, basically a lot of combat technique and strategy. And so what I'm saying by these things are kind of weird. So the first one here is called a super jump tech. So you're going to see is I can use it, and it boosts me around like that. And you can basically just combo it in the air with all your stuff. And yeah, it's a really, really fun way to get around. Uses a little bit of energy, which you can balance that as much as you want. But it's a great way to travel around the world. It's a great way to get out of danger. And it's just really cool all around. It's really fun to do. I pretty much never get tired of this. But anyways, moving on to the next one. Next we have the sprint tech. Now this one's not quite as fancy as that other one. All it does is give you a temporary speed boost like that. So it doesn't last super long. I didn't want it to be crazy. More of a design to like if you need to get into a combat situation or get out of a combat situation. That's what this was for. And it's got this kind of fancy little glow to it. So moving on from that, we have the Camo Tech. Now this one here, you slip it on right there. And it gives you about, I think it's like 8 seconds maybe of camo. Now the bad thing with this is it does not work on monsters and AI. Any kind of monster in the game or any kind of NPC is still going to see you. But if you are playing any kind of, say, if you're playing against your friends in PvP, this will obviously work on them because even you can't see you. So it's a pretty great little power up here. It's got the little sound effect that goes off and everything when you do it. So you'll see here. Yeah, it's really fun. And I think it's just long enough to kind of be fair. And you can still see your boosts and stuff. So there's still like some ways to kind of track them. If you get burnt or anything, those status effects and those little particles still drip off of you. So there's still ways to identify people. Moving on from that, we have got the active defense tech. So this is kind of a cool one. Slip it on, and you'll see your character kind of charges up. And if you look up here, you actually have the thorns and the well, it says thorns, but it's actually the Nova. So let's spawn a monster in. Well, I can't spawn one in. 1 second. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's do this little guy, and let's turn admin back off. And so whenever he attacks us, you're going to see he's going to get hit. There you go. So you see all that flame and fire kick off there. And we're not even attacking him right now, and he's taking damage. And that's because of the status effects we have right here. So 1 second. I'm going to hop up and get away from this guy. And you can die. That was actually a one of the commenters, one of our episodes made that monster, so I hope you're watching. Moving on, let's see, wait, admin mode? Yeah, so one thing that's weird about this is you can't use it in admin mode, because in admin mode you're immune to being hit by projectiles, and this kind of relies on a projectile to hit you for it to work. So that was the active defense, yeah, and the very last one is the ground slam. Now this one uses a brand new effect that I did not know was in the game, and so essentially what happens is whenever you fall a distance that you would normally take fall damage, you do explosive damage to the terrain. So we're going to see right here, hop down, and you see we blew up the ground there, and we actually knocked that tree out. I don't want to do it up here because it'll blow up my stuff. Let me kill this thing. Let's step back. Oh my god, I hate these things. Like, you shouldn't have invincibility. Okay, let's try this one more time. Time warp. Time warp 400. There we go. So now you guys can see a little bit better. Go back out of admin mode. And so like I was saying, you'll when you use it, your character kind of has this glow to him, and when he falls, he lands and he blows up stuff. And it's pretty fun, actually. You can do it to land on top of monsters, and I think some people might remember from the old school game there was a ground slam tech, that worked similar to this, although it kind of shot you downwards. And this one here will, as long as you fall the right amount of distance, it will work. So it's pretty cool, and definitely one I haven't seen people use before. So anyways, I just want to show you guys these new little kind of pseudo tech things I came up with. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.